So we have this question: from the top of a tower 72 meters tall, the angle of depression of a bucket below is 48 degrees. Calculate the distance between the bucket and the foot of the tower. Now let's try to do this. Now remember, I told you to look for this word from. So we have a tower, and we are told that the tower is 72 meters tall. Now we are told from the top of the tower. Now remember, whosoever is standing on top of this tower or sitting has a line of sight. Now we are told that the angle of depression of a bucket below. Now let's say the bucket is somewhere here, is 48 degrees. Now if the person sitting or standing on this tower is looking down on the bucket, the angle it makes with the horizontal is the angle of depression, and we are told here that it is 48 degrees. Do you understand? Now we are told to calculate the distance between the bucket and the foot of the tower. Now this is the tower, this is the bucket. The distance between the bucket and the foot of the tower is this place, and we can represent it as x. Remember, this is a straight line. That means this angle here is 90 degrees. I hope you understand. Now the next thing you do before you start solving is to remember that aside from 90 degrees, we still do not have any other angles inside the triangle. Now don't forget, this line here is parallel to this line here, and then this is a transversal. So you can see that Z-like shape. So you see that like this or like this. It means that this angle here is equal to this angle here. Alternate angles are equal. So this angle here is 48 degrees. Do you understand? Now the next thing we want to do is to name the sides of the triangle. So the side facing angle 90 is hypotenuse. The side facing the angle given is opposite. And then lastly we have adjacent. Do you understand? Now in this case we are relating adjacent and opposite. So what we need to do is to remember SOHCAHTOA. Now we have opposite and adjacent. That means we are using tan. I hope you get. Now the formula for tan theta equals to opposite over adjacent. Now what were we given? Theta, which is the angle, is 48 degrees. Opposite is 72 meters, and then we have adjacent to be equal to x. We slot this into the formula. We'll be having tan 48 equals to, what's opposite? 72 all over what's adjacent? X. Now we have to look for tan 48. Tan 48 is 1.1106. Now if you've noted in previous question, you will discover that when I look for either tan of an angle, sine of an angle, or cos of an angle, I'm always taking it to 4 decimal places. So that's how we do it. So it should be 4 decimal places. Do you understand? So tan 48 is 1.1106. So we have equals to 72 over x. Remember, this is the same thing as over 1. So we cross multiply. Now when we cross multiply, we have 1.1106 times x will give us 1.1106x equals to 72 times 1 is 72. To find x, we divide both sides by 1.1106. So we have 1.1106. 1.1106 cancels 1.1106. So we are left with, if I write the remaining here, we are left with x equals to 72 divided by 1.1106. That will give us approximately 64.8 meters. And this is our answer. So I hope you understand that the difference between angle of elevation and angle of depression is basically these alternate angles we need to find. Do you understand?